Welcome to episode 430 of the official Game Stitch podcast. I'm Ryan Walton, and as always, I'm joined by Dan Reamer.
Hello again, and we also have producer Gerald.
Good morning.
In the house.
COVID boy.
You were COVID boy at one point, so be careful there.
I was COVID man.
You were COVID boy, just like Gerald is COVID boy.
Yeah, it's weird. Unfortunately, 2 friends right now with COVID. I don't like it.
That's not good.
I don't like it at all. Gerald is on the mend, though.
Yeah, he's coming back, bouncing back. Sounded good. Just got a little cough, he says.
Give people what they want. Talk to them about it.
What do you want to know?
I mean, just tell us about your journey if you want to share that.
It sucked the first 2-3 days, and the last, 11 days has been okay. Just got a cough.
Are you officially allowed to leave your home?
Yeah.
Have you?
How long were you quarantined for? 14?
Way more than 14 now.
Did you struggle not leaving the house?
Yeah.
Yeah, by the end of it, I would really wanted to leave.
Yeah, it's because we usually eat out. We'll grab something here and there every now and then, and couldn't go nowhere. Or if we need groceries, it's like, damn, we need this, and
yeah. Yeah, I wanted to leave by the end. Now, how's your wife doing?
She's a lot better too.
Just a cough as well?
What was that, Dan?
Just a cough as well, or?
She doesn't have this cough like I do.
So you are both on the mend.
Yeah.
Bouncing back.
That's good. Did you go through... Did you have the dip? Did you go through where you felt like crap, then you felt a little better, then you felt real bad again?
No.
See, that's a thing that most people get. I had that, where it gives you this false hope where you're like, I'm all the way better. And then the next day, you're all the way shitty again.
No, mine
2 days later.
I had the cough the first day, and then the second day was really bad, and the third day was fine. I just had a little bit of cough.
It sounds like you had if there's a such thing, it sounds like you had a better experience than I did.
It affected you a little lighter than it did you, Ryan.
I don't suggest it.
I've heard. I don't ever suggest any sort of illness to anyone.
Yeah, I don't. Well, people make a lot of jokes about getting it.
Well, yeah, they do.
I'll take the 2 weeks off. Like, I wouldn't again. If someone said, "Do you want COVID in 2 weeks off?" or work, I would work.
I don't know.
As the guy that had it.
Well, yeah, but it sounds like, I guess it depends. Like, if I knew I was going to get affected like Gerald, I'll take that.
I mean, there was a day, maybe 2, where I actually thought I might die.
Yeah, see, I
was never like that.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't sleep because my cough was so bad, and I hurt all over, and I had the chills, the body aches, all that stuff. And I couldn't sleep. I was getting like an hour or 2 hours of sleep. So I was like, this is probably going to get me. Like, this might be the end. I thought it was going to be a statistic.
Yeah, see, I don't want it like that. Yeah. I want it like Gerald got it.
So our other friend that has it, he like hit that dark spot also.
Hit it, or is he still in it?
He's coming out of it now.
He's coming back now.
Yeah,
But
I talked to him yesterday. Sounds like he's doing better, at least with that part, but like it got me like that too. And I'm not like a super dark person. It's not like I was like, finally the end's here. Like, I just was like, this might get me. Like,
if it wasn't for being COVID, I wouldn't have missed any work. I would have went to work every day.
I couldn't have worked a couple days. I probably had like 4 bad days, and I had 2 like extremely bad days.
I had 1 bad day.
And then after that, it just feels like you have a cold. But I had that raging cough. The cough is mostly gone now. Now I just have that allergy cough that happens.
Yep, because now it's getting to be nice and spring. And
yeah, nice and spring. Just a nice yellow hue on everything outside from the pollen.
Yes.
It's good.
Doesn't bother me at all. I don't get affected by it. I know it sucks for you. I know you get it pretty bad.
It's fine. I mean, it's part of what makes me me, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't understand people who have had allergies their whole life that are like I mean, that's just your thing. Like they.
You don't understand why they don't want them?
No, why they can't act like they can't function for an entire season.
Oh.
Like, did you just get them? Because it may be jarring if you just develop allergies.
You do.
Right, but if you've had them, like I know people who have had them, and they're like, I can't cut the grass, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't go outside in the spring, and I'm like, well, Jesus
there's ways
Christ.
around it, but I think they mean? I don't think they mean they can't. I think they mean they can't do it normally, like normal people do.
Well, you can throw a respirator on and you can mow all day, every day.
No, I understand that. So, and I'm sure they know that. I'm
I
sure
don't
they have
think
to
so.
do that, but they don't want to. They want to just go out and mow like a normal person. I get that too.
Yeah, I mean, what? I don't know. Or people will tell me, like, you don't understand, I've got an allergy headache. I'm like,
Yeah.
I have allergies. What do you mean I don't understand?
Yeah, my wife gets allergies and she takes medicine for it. But there are days where the pollen count's higher or whatever, and it does affect her harder than
not
it does
great.
on other days.
It's not great, but I assume she still functions.
She does. Sometimes
Still goes to work,
I mean,
still-
some days she still goes to work and stuff.
Right.
You know, there are times she's taken like a day or a half day because it was that bad.
Yeah, but it's not like the regular. Like some people do it every spring, every year.
Yeah, but when it's just on, it's like 1 or 2 days for 6 months out of the year.
Yeah.
You know.
I've never taken a day off for my allergies, and my allergies suck. When I do yard work, like, it's fine. I'm super shitty the whole next day after I do yard work.
That sucks. Yeah, see, I don't have allergies.
And then I'm fine. But you know what? Now robots mow, and they don't have allergies.
Right.
And I thank them for it. So the one in the front yard just didn't charge last night, so I'm on high alert. Because I don't know why it didn't charge.
Uh-oh.
I just found it just parked on the side lot. And so I'm concerned. There's only a few things that could make it do that. And they range from not a big deal to a huge deal.
Right.
So the battery could just be shot. In which it didn't last the length of time. So it tells itself at like whatever, 20% of the battery, hey, let's start looking for the station.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be that. That would not be great. Replacing the battery is not a huge deal. It can be done. The guide wire could have been cut, which is what tells it when to go back.
Right.
That's a big problem because I'll have to pull up the entire guide wire to figure out where it's cut, then rebury it, and I don't want to do that. The third option is it just got over there where it was mowing on the side and just never made it back to the guide wire and just died. That seems pretty unreasonable because my front yard is small.
And it hasn't happened before.
It's never happened before. But I've got moles, and I'm afraid. I don't own them. They're not pets, but there are moles in my yard. Like I said that like I got a family of them. A gaggle.
Oh, you
of
do? Oh, you do?
moles. Yeah, I'm afraid they might have gone through the guide wire.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, so it's charging right now. I'm hoping I have time before I have to go to work to run it so that I can see during the day what happens.
I wish you luck. Oh, you're yawning. Sorry. Late night.
I thought it was a pretty good story too.
Late night last night.
Late night, what'd you do?
A lot of late nights.
You act like you just had a child.
I know, what?
It's like the allergy thing all over again. Let's see. Quick update. I've got it mowing right now.
You went ahead and started it?
Yeah, what's sending the command? I'm pretty far away. That one doesn't have cell service.
Just Wi-Fi?
It uses Bluetooth.
Oh, even worse.
I'm not sure where I am. It can get to it. It's trying to tell it, but I'm not sure. I connected to it, but I'm not sure it'll tell it. But
well, I had a pretty good week this week. I finally got some. Since we bought the house 5 years ago, we've known there's been some plumbing issues in the house. We knew that the hot water heater that we had, it's tankless, but it was way too small for the house, so it never worked the way a tankless water heater was supposed to.
mm-hmm.
So this week we decided to get some of those problems remedied. So got a new tankless water heater put in that is now huge and amazing. There's a what's it called? A Nivea water heater, I think. Nivea, something like that. I can't even remember. Nevian, is that it? Yeah, that's it. I have. Let's see.
Tankless water heaters are pretty awesome. I don't have one, but they're pretty awesome.
I got that one. Scroll back up, Gerald, real quick. I have. Okay, second one down. Second row, second picture. I have one of those. Looks like that anyway. But there's a couple of different models that all look like that. But yeah,
they got a lot going on right there in that picture.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of tankless water heaters. I only have one.
Right.
That's a picture of 4 together. I only have one, and it's pretty fucking amazing. Turns out that the people who did the plumbing in our house, whenever they built it, were idiots, and they had fucking regulator valves all over the place. It was affecting the water pressure. So got rid of all those. Now my water pressure is fucking amazing. And I got to put a couple new faucets in. So yep, there it is. There's my water heater.
It's like DIY Dan. Except for you hired a guy.
No, it was not DIY Dan.
Except for you hired a guy.
It was Dan went to work and hired the professionals to do it.
I'm telling you, as I get older, that is more and more the way that I think I should go. It's worth the time and money for me not to mess with it.
Yep.
Like, I'd rather have my time and give them my money to not mess with it.
And these guys were good. I mean, Nicole was here, so they obviously did most of the talking with her. But, man, they talked her through everything they were doing. Real good plumbers here in town that we used. Talked Nicole through everything.
My God, look at all the stuff on that wall.
Yeah,
does yours look like that?
No.
There are 45 pipes on this wall.
Well, no. Yeah, that's a lot of gas lines for some reason.
I would just quit if I walked in.
I only have one gas line, but I also have geothermal lines. So,
I don't have gas, so tankless is not an option for me. I think they make like a shitty electric tankless.
You can go tankless. This one has a conversion kit for gas.
Yeah, but I heard it doesn't work as good.
That I don't know.
Yeah. I would like to go tankless. I've got a big old boy out there, though. And that thing is way bigger than a house needs, and it gets the most hot, and I am into that. Every now and then, I think it just casually turns itself up. I have to go turn it down because it'll melt your skin off.
No, that's what I like.
You couldn't.
I had to go to...
A person can't be in it. It's so hot.
I had to go turn the hot water heater up because... They left it at the default of 120. I'm like, nope. Took one shower. I was like, nope, this is cold.
What do you have it on now?
140.
Yeah, I think mine is like at 180.
Oh, that's
something.
That's
not okay. It's not okay.
That's a little high.
I'll turn it down and then I'll go back out there, and it's like it just wants me to melt my skin off. So when I take a shower, it's like only like 3/4 of the way up because any hotter you'll scream.
So that, and I also purchased, I haven't received it yet. Parts of it are on order. But I've told you guys before that I have a really, really long driveway. Gerald, go to Stihl's website, STIHL. I have a really long driveway, and the plow guy is an idiot. I'll type in, I think it's MA56.
Didn't we look at this already?
Maybe.
This is your little thing that slings the gravel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we looked at it last week.
Oh, I don't fucking know. Yeah, gravel slinger. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember what we talked about last week.
We definitely looked at that.
All right, never mind. Never mind. Just waiting on one more part to come in, and then it's mine. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I'm trying to think what else happened. Almost bought an Xbox again this week, and then I didn't. Some of the things I'm hearing, I'm almost thinking that might be the way for me to go. I don't think Sony had a very good week this week with some of their announcements. little trepidation there for me with some of the things they seem to mention.
I don't think they seem to mention anything. I think everybody seemed to mention it for them.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah. You're talking about the Game Pass stuff, non-Game Pass stuff?
That, I'm also talking about, like Ben being absorbed into Naughty Dog and not doing Days Gone. And it doesn't seem like...
I don't think they're being...
PlayStation... It almost seems like they don't want to...
I could be wrong, but I don't think they're being absorbed. I think they're working on a Naughty Dog multiplayer game.
Well, yeah.
Not doing Days Gone 2, which makes sense. There should have never been 2 zombie games anyways. Sony has the problem of making nothing but really awesome narrative-driven third-person adventure games, and you don't need a million of them.
Well, that's the problem is they don't seem to be, and maybe this is something they didn't announce, maybe it's something we missed, but there's been no leaks, no rumors, no anything. There just doesn't seem to be much that Sony themselves seem to be able to offer for filler in between these games. I get the AAA sure thing. I get that. Sony's great at that. But
I don't think they want to fill that gap. I think they want third parties to fill that gap.
Yeah.
It's also so hard to tell what strategy was because of COVID.
True.
The way it's delayed.
I guess. I don't know. But like Dreams should have been marketed a lot harder than it was. Roblox, Minecraft, it's got that same type of thing.
Dreams is just too hard to use. I mean, no one's playing that game. It's weird. I think somebody in the I'm going to get this all wrong, but I think it's the president of that studio won like a BAFTA like lifetime achievement or whatever they call it. There's only like 11 people ever from gaming to be inducted. Mm-hmm. And it's somebody from Media Molecule. So that studio probably will never go away because it would be crazy for Sony to shut them down. But Dreams is not making any money. The ship is probably sailed mostly on Little Big Planet. I will say that Sackboy's Big Adventure was a move in the right direction for that franchise, but it has nothing to do with Media Molecule.
I guess my concern is that it's almost like from the 360 PlayStation 3 days, PlayStation and Microsoft almost seem to be swapping places. Because back then, which was what, 12 years ago or whatever, whatever I'm talking about. Microsoft was very much very, very narrow focused in what they wanted to do.
They also took the entire last generation to not do anything.
That's true.
So their focus should be slightly better at this point.
But Microsoft, I don't know. I just feel like PlayStation really seems to be narrowing it down to these 4 or 5 franchises that we know are going to make us money, that we know are going to sell well, and we'll just leave.
It's more like, for me, I think it's more like 10 to 12. But yeah, they're just going to crank out those 10 to 12 every generation. I mean, they're Nintendo in it. I mean, that's what Nintendo does. But Microsoft, for me, they're playing the numbers. We don't have anything coming out ourselves. We'll buy studios that have stuff coming out because we're not actually making anything. And then we'll just give you access to everything else third party through Game Pass. I mean, they're selling you the service, not the ability to play Microsoft games because that doesn't exist.
There are none right now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess you could count those developers that they're buying as Microsoft games, but
I don't have anything coming out right now either.
I know what you're talking about. No, but they do have some big stuff in the future. I don't know.
I don't like the way they're doing it for the way that I play games because I've had Game Pass for 2 years now, and I've probably played 3 games off of it. Because those games don't interest me, most of them.
Right.
I don't want to play them.
Yeah, and I'm in a little different boat with the way I play games.
But I don't want to play any of them.
I'm in a little different boat than you are. So I always play the Sony games. The games that Sony Studios put out are always great. But the only franchise that I'm really, really in love with is the Horizon franchise. I mean, God of War, the games are cool. The stories are cool. I didn't start playing them till God of War 3. I never went back and played 2 and 1. They didn't interest me that much. The Uncharted games are cool, but I don't know there's a whole lot of stories left to be told there, and I don't know that I need to be told anymore. I'm not excited about them. The Last of Us games are great, but I think, first of all, Last of Us should have been its own contained experience. That's not to say I didn't love Last of Us 2. I thought it was a great story as well, but I don't need more of that. I'm not excited about more of that. I'm not excited about The Last of Us being remastered for the PS5.
Yeah, that's a weird thing. I don't need that in my life. I think the PS4 version looks pretty good.
Yeah. And so, I don't know. I just don't know that.
I'm excited about Ratchet and Clank. Spider-Man was excellent. I mean, they have stuff that... Here, I don't play the PlayStation Plus games most of the time. I don't play anything on Game Pass. I haven't touched Luna in forever. I don't play Stadia. I don't like where there's just a collection of games that I can go play because I don't play any of them. It's like same problem I have on Netflix. I turn it in, I scroll through 300 things, and I turn it off.
Mm-hmm.
I like to find an isolated experience and play that. And for me, I get those options on Switch and I get those options on PlayStation. I don't play those other games. Like, I just know me better than that.
Right.
I just don't. I mean, it doesn't have anything to do with where they are because I also don't play PlayStation Plus games, really. It's just I don't like a collection of things because what I do is I go, I could play that anytime. I'm not really that interested in it, so I can play it anytime. And then I end up never playing it.
And I get that as far as that's how...
But my whole thing is to say, like, I think they're doing it differently on purpose. I don't think Sony's trying to do the Microsoft thing. I don't think Microsoft's trying to do Sony's thing.
Right. I think it's just they're making changes to the way they're doing things overall, and this is how it's turning out.
Yeah, I do think Sony needs to diversify its first-party portfolio a little bit. But they get the thing that they do really right, and if that's all they want to do, I'll continue to play those games because I think they're all pretty excellent.
Right. Whereas I think they're excellent too. I don't know if they warned me spending the extra money on a PS5 as opposed to a Xbox. That's kind of where I'm at.
I mean, you get all the same experiences, you just don't get the Sony games because Microsoft doesn't have anything coming out.
Right.
So it just depends. If you don't want to play any of the first-party games, it's obviously cheaper.
So basically, the only one I would really have to worry about that point is, do I really want to miss out on Horizon?
Yeah. Well, Horizon will also be on PS4.
Yeah, right.
So you could just play it there.
My PS4. That's like if I wanted to play Miles Morales, and I do want to play it, but I'm not there yet to where I want to get it for whatever reason. I don't know.
I was the same way where it took me a little while to want to jump into it, but when I did, I was like, "Oh, I like Miles and I like Spider-Man again."
And I'm sure that's how I'll be, but right now I'm waiting for it to go on sale. I guess I don't know. But because I will play it, but I'll play it on the PS4.
If Horizon's the thing that you're like, hey, I want to make sure I play, you already have something to play that on.
Right.
It won't look as good, it won't run as good, but you'll be able to play it.
So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm kind of leaning going back towards the Xbox just because the way I play games, I think they offer me a better opportunity for a more attractive price.
I mean, Game Pass is it's excellent. You know, you're gonna pay for it every month. It's an excellent service. It's just I don't play anything on it, so
right.
I basically throw that money away every month, which is their plan. That's what they want. But it's just not conducive to the way Gerald plays games. I think Game Pass is great.
Right.
You'll play anything and you'll run it in the ground. But I don't like that. If I'm not interested, I have no desire to play it. And I wish exclusives weren't a thing at all. I wish all the games came out on every console so you could just play whichever you like. But that's just not the world we live in.
There we are, Outriders. And that was one that really said, maybe this is what I really need to think about, is when it was announced that Outriders was coming for Game Pass.
I mean, they got that game because there was a lot of talk behind it. I mean, it's a smart play.
But that was the one that was like, okay, that's the one that really showed me that game, because that's the first game that's really come out that I really, really wanted to play that was available on the Game Pass service, so to speak. So that's the one that was kind of like, whoa, well, maybe I need to look into this if this is the kind of thing they're going to do.
I mean, there's games over there I want to play, but then I want to play them. When I buy a game, I feel more obligated to, like, I'm going to play that game. When it's just over there and available, I'm like, I'll get to it when I get to it, and they shuffle stuff on and off of Game Pass. And I have been burned before where I was playing something and they removed it from Game Pass, and that pissed me off. Things don't stay on there forever. And so that was one bad experience, and I just don't like to play things that are, I don't know. It's like a weird thing. I just don't like to play. I want to play things that I have that I bought versus things that I could play anytime, even though I can't play those anytime. I think I like knowing I have it forever. Like, I don't want to get hooked on Jurassic Park there and play the shit out of it, and then one day get on and now I don't have it and I have to buy it.
Right.
I don't want to buy a game I've already played that much of, but also I don't want to not ever be able to play it again. Which is probably a really unique problem for me, but
I understand. Yeah, and I understand that for you.
Yeah.
But I just think it's overall better for me. So I'm really leaning towards the Xbox.
I mean, you were all in for Stadia and Luna too, so it makes sense.
Right.
That would be attractive to you because it's kind of already what we're enjoying.
Right. Until Outriders came along. And
yeah. Now, what about you, Gerald?
If the demo would have been available on Stadia, I would have played it there and bought it there.
That's the only
reason I didn't on Stadia.
As in, what am I thinking?
You haven't upgraded to next gen yet. What are your thoughts?
I already know what his answer is.
Well, I'm still PlayStation. There's not enough games on Xbox Game Pass for me to warrant buying.
There's like 100 and something games up there.
Not enough games that are only exclusive to them that I want to play.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Their draw is not the exclusive. Their draw is you can play 100 games at any given time, and a lot of them are big games. I don't need the exclusive.
You also get EA with it. EA Access comes with Game Pass now.
I don't play sports games though.
Well, they have more than sports games, but
barely. Shitty Need for Speed games.
What's that?
Shitty Need for Speed games.
Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of EA's. They don't make anything I care about.
Squadrons was fun.
That was fun for a couple times.
Yeah. I would play that again. Oh, Fallen Order.
I'm not a Star Wars guy, so.
That'd be free. I know. I understand that. I'm talking about for me. I don't give a fuck about you.
Well, you said there's like all kinds of other stuff. Like, I don't like anything they make.
Well, there is all kinds of other stuff. That doesn't make me wrong just because you don't like them.
Sea of Solitude I want to play. That they just published that. Unravel was fun. But yeah, Burnout's great. Of course, they acquired that. Yeah, see, that doesn't add any value for me.
Plants vs. Zombies. Yeah, I would like to play through Inquisition again. Play it differently. I haven't played that in a while. Yeah, see? But, yeah, it's definitely... I mean, I can definitely see it being more... Game Pass being more geared toward me than you.
Now, if they got Ubisoft in there, I see value there. If they were to roll Ubisoft Plus into Game Pass, I see value there. I think Ubisoft Plus, I still pay for and don't use, is a good value.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't necessarily see. Again, I'm a guy who pays for Game Pass.
The thing about Ubisoft is when they release something, I usually end up playing it.
Yeah,
I might not finish it. I might not play a lot of it, but I end up getting into it.
I mean, my opinion really doesn't matter on any of this because I pay for Game Pass anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm exactly what they want.
Right, you're the asshole.
Yeah, I pay for it and I don't use it. That's exactly what Microsoft wants. I also pay for my Netflix and don't use it. So,
yeah, I am debating going the Xbox route rather than the.
I love that they're both options. I really do.
Than the PlayStation route. I know it's a little bit of a letdown for you, Ryan, but
it does. I mean, everything's crossplay now.
True.
I mean, that doesn't. I want people to go where they want. I love that they're both. What I don't want though is, I don't think that like console war thing is a thing anymore, and I don't want it to be a thing, and I also don't want like. So there's a report because Sony made a comment that they're working on something that's kind of a counterpunch to that, and then David Jaffe came out and said that he's been told that, and then Jim Ryan said that their model's not sustainable for Sony to give away their first party games. So I don't need them to do anything. Right. They have PlayStation Now. It's 600 games. Tons of people subscribe to it. It doesn't interest me either. That service is there. People bitch you can't download. I don't care. I don't use it. I just want them to make badass first party games.
You can download
some of them. You can't download the PS4 stuff.
Oh.
No. I just want them to make badass. Yes, not everything.
I downloaded Dishonored 2.
Yeah, that's not. I think it's Sony's first party stuff you have to stream.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. There's some deal about it. I don't know. You can't download everything, and that's the problem for people is they want to be able to download it. But I don't care because I don't use that service. I want them to make badass first party games. That's all I want them to do. I don't want them to try to find this competitor for Game Pass. That doesn't interest me. I wish they would just stop talking about it. I wish they would tell people we're not going to have one because we actually have exclusives that come out and they're better, and then just be done. So I don't like that they're not staying in their lane. That makes me uncomfortable.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think it's a misstep because I don't think they can match. First off, they can't lose money the way Microsoft does. They can't. Sony will go out of business.
Right. No, I agree.
And I just don't understand that point. Like you're doing something different. You appeal to a different person, a different player, whatever you want to call it. Like I don't get it. I don't understand why they would want a competitor to Game Pass just because the masses tell you they want that. It'll be fucking outrageous if Sony has one because they're going to sell those games either way. They don't need help getting people to play Spider-Man.
No, they don't need help getting people to play their first party games.
No,
at all. So
there's no benefit.
That's. I mean, and the thing is Sony doesn't. Like Sony is a technological giant. Okay, Microsoft is also a technological giant. They are technological giants on two different sides of a spectrum.
They are way different ends.
Okay. Game Pass works for Microsoft because of the infrastructure they've developed over the last 40 years. So Sony's technology works in a self-contained aspect because that's what Sony's been working on for the last 100 years.
So Sony's biggest revenue generating arm is PlayStation.
Right.
Microsoft doesn't give two shits about Xbox.
No,
whether it loses or makes money makes no difference to them.
It's just another cog in their machine.
Yeah, and to me that's the thing that makes both of them uniquely positioned to succeed at what they're doing.
Right.
But I feel like Sony is trying to respond to Game Pass, and I don't. So Microsoft goes out and they make these big buys, and they scoop up Bethesda, which is huge. Sony didn't respond to that, and I appreciate that because I don't need them to respond. Their first-party studios are excellent, but then
there's not a lot to say either, right?
Well, no, they didn't buy someone, is what I mean.
Gotcha.
They didn't buy someone to be like, look, we did it too.
Right.
Sucker Punch is their last acquisition, which made a lot of sense anyways because of Spider-Man.
Oh, I forgot Ghost of Tsushima, but we won't be seeing a second one of those for a long time.
It'll be a while, yeah. But I like that they didn't respond to that. I just wish they would stop not responding to Game Pass. Whatever it is, they're like these weird, like, they mention it but don't mention it. Like, you don't need it, Sony. Right. Wake up. You don't need it. You're doing your thing. They're doing their thing. You don't need it. They don't need to be the same. The worst thing about the PS3 and the 360 is that they were doing the same thing.
Right.
And sort of even last generation.
And when they were doing the same thing... at that point, the 360 outperformed the PlayStation
till the very end. Yeah,
in that overall, I'm talking overall.
Yeah, I mean dollars and units. Sony won that battle at the very end, but that is to me the 360 PS3 is like the most uninteresting era of games that exist.
Probably
not the games, but like the consoles.
Right, because they both did the same thing and played. The only difference was the exclusives.
Yeah,
That was it.
I don't want that world again. One of the things that is so great about the Switch is that it's not the fucking PlayStation and the Xbox. That is the best thing that the Switch has going for it, is that it's totally different. And I can't stand when someone's like, it doesn't look as good as a PlayStation. First off, you're holding it in your hand, asshole.
Yeah. Hold a PlayStation in your hand. See how good that looks.
They're not
a whole PlayStation.
In case you haven't noticed, they're not doing any of the same things.
Right.
All.
Sony's canceling the Vita too, by the way.
The Vita 2 is not a thing.
No, as well.
Right.
They're canceling every.
Well, they're cutting off your ability to buy new games. Who the fuck is buying new games?
Right.
When's the last time you logged on your Vita and scooped up something new?
Oh, I haven't, but.
Right. Yeah. They can also take away other things I don't use. They can kill that network connectivity for that PS2 if they want. I'm not going to get upset.
What about that PlayStation TV?
That's been dead. I mean, that's the thing. I read 100 articles about people who are outraged about it. I'm like, who's actually buying Vita games? They have data. If it was making them money, they wouldn't shut it down.
I think that was Sony trying to jump into Microsoft's corner, too. Trying to expand out beyond their horizons where they didn't need to.
What do you mean?
With the PlayStation TV and that kind of stuff. That was unnecessary. Completely.
I mean, they're shutting down those stores regardless of if the Vita was a misstep. Like, shutting down those stores is something that should have happened long before now.
Oh, the Vita was not a misstep, thank you. But
well, I said whether or not it was. I don't think it was either.
Okay.
Also, the PSP was huge. So, Sony's handheld game was strong, but the Vita didn't sell well. It was marketed poorly.
Neither of them did.
Very expensive.
Really?
The PSP sold excellent.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Look at those PSP numbers. They're fucking outrageous. But their misstep was their marketing and their price and that weird AT&T tie-in when the Vita came out.
Yeah.
And their proprietary SD card. They did a lot wrong with the Vita. But my point is, these stores should have been shut down long ago because no one uses them, but now everyone's super upset about it. You can still get everything you've ever purchased. You just can't buy new games.
There were people that were... There was games actually still releasing on it, which I think is...
Oh, there's people in development with games,
odd,
which is a problem. There are people currently developing games for Vita.
Right.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they could put out physical copies, but of course they've discontinued those too. So, I mean, you'd have to find a slew of them somewhere.
Right.
But that system's also old and dead. So I don't know what...
It is old and dead. That's correct.
I mean, you know, I just... There's a lot of stuff like that. I don't understand that people are so outraged about some of that stuff. To me, that's what happens when there's no news.
I'm not mad about it, but...
No, you're not, but half of the internet is upset, and I guarantee you half the internet does not own a Vita. Because if they did, they wouldn't shut down the store. They would have always been fine.
People are going to bitch about anything, you know that.
It's just wild to me.
Whether they're involved in it or not, they just need something to bitch about.
I guess.
That's what
the only thing that story made me want to do was dust off my Vita and just hold it.
And play it?
Yeah, maybe. Probably not. I don't want to play anything over there. I just wanted to, feel it in my hand again. It reminded me that the Vita existed, I guess.
Yeah.
That's all it did for me. I'm like, oh yeah. Like you're reminded of an old friend you forgot about.
Yep.
That's how I felt about
PSP and the Vita.
That's how I felt about it. I'm like, yeah. Unit sales worldwide. I guess Vita is the dark black or blue.
Yeah, the Vita is the dark blue.
Yeah, look how powerful those PSP sales are.
Yeah.
Is that million units? Is that what that is? I can't see.
Yeah, it's worldwide, too.
Million.
Yeah, it did all right.
The Vita just never did anything.
No, I know. That's too bad.
The Vita's excellent. They should have not done the back touch stuff. They should have not done the cellular data stuff.
Yep. They should just let it roll.
There's some fucking gems over there. That Uncharted game was excellent over there.
It's good, yeah. Well, was it Golden?
Something like that. Yeah, Golden Compass maybe?
I don't think it's Golden Compass. It's Golden something, though. Maybe it is
Golden Abyss.
Golden Abyss, that's it.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Golden Compass is... it's like some YA books or something.
Type in the best best Vita games, PS Vita games.
It was that... was it for the PSP or the Vita? That Splinter Cell game was fucking good.
I want to see what some rogue people call the best games for Vita. Tearaway was excellent. Gravity Rush was excellent. Killzone, people love that Killzone too.
Yeah, they did.
Minecraft was really fun over there. Attack of the Blobs. I remember that game.
There we go.
Persona 4 Golden. People were wild about that.
What's that?
Persona 4 Golden. People were wild about how...
Yeah, they were.
It's the highest rated Metacritic. Little Big Planet PS Vita was really good.
Yeah, there was some really good games on. There was some good games on there.
There's Tales from the Space, Mutant Blobs Attack. That game was fun. I played it over there.
Blobs Attack.
Rogue Legacy. That's where I played most of Rogue Legacy also.
I was on your Vita?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Some stuff here I don't recognize.
Yeah.
Pixel Junk Monsters. That's a great game too.
I've never been to the Pixel Junk games, unfortunately.
It's a great game. Lumines.
Stranger's Wrath. I played Stranger's Wrath on it.
So the new Oddworld is day and date for PS Plus.
Yeah, I saw that. It's probably not going to be great. It's back to the old school side scrolling.
That worried me when I saw that.
Yeah, I'm afraid it's not going to be great.
I don't have any nostalgia for Oddworld, anyways.
I don't either.
But when I saw that, I was like,
Stranger's Wrath was always my favorite.
Concerning. The Plus lineup has been stellar lately, and Microsoft's been phoning that in. They should just kill that off, and Game Pass should just be the thing. Let's just stop giving away games.
Think so?
Yeah. Fold those same games into Game Pass every month. There's no need to separate it out because everyone just compares the two, which they also shouldn't do.
Right.
Just fold them in there. You also shouldn't have gold without Game Pass. It should be one thing you buy. Should be the only option. It should be the only option.
Oh.
Like you get all your network connectivity and you get Game Pass. It just comes with it. It's all one thing.
Some people don't want Game Pass.
I don't know why you'd have an Xbox and not have Game Pass.
Me either, but
so those people are,
some people just want to play Call Zone. Call Zone.
Yeah, Call Zone, dude.
Call of Duty, Warzone.
No, I like it shortened to Call Zone. Maybe even Calzone, which I also am a big fan of.
Calzone.
What's your go? Do you like a calzone?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, ham and cheese.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's your go-to? Gerald, do you like a calzone?
Nah.
I would have bet all of the money that I possess that was his answer.
Me too.
He couldn't get to the mic quick enough to shoot that down. I love a calzone. I think you're crazy. What about a P-zone, Gerald?
Nope. Just give me a pizza. That's all I want.
Which is Pizza Hut's shitty version of a calzone.
Yeah.
No, just pizza.
Yeah, P-zone, I meant.
No, I just want a pizza.
I know I heard you on the pizza. You're like a hot and ready Little Caesars. Pizza. I heard you.
No P-zone, Stromboli, calzone.
Ooh, Stromboli I can get behind also.
Yeah. What about some ravioli?
1,000%. You like ravioli, Gerald?
I prefer pizza or spaghetti.
Some deep fried ravioli, man.
I'm traditional.
I hate spaghetti. I have a hatred for spaghetti. But I love lasagna. I love ravioli.
Yeah, I'd rather have a good rigatoni than a spaghetti.
You can just give me anything you can just give me the regular ass spaghetti just minus spaghetti noodles and I'll be fine. I don't like spaghetti noodles.
They're too thin. They never offer enough.
They don't hold the sauce. It's just bullshit.
They don't soak up any sauce or anything. Yeah.
They're just bullshit.
Yeah.
I also grew up eating way too much spaghetti, and I think that also ruined it for me.
Well, I remember back in the day, you either had homemade sauce that always had way too many tomatoes in it for my liking because they could never smash them up small enough.
My mom made it with all the tomatoes.
Or you bought fucking ragu was about your only option. And it was the most watered down spaghetti sauce I'd ever had in my fucking life. Like literally, you pour it on spaghetti and it separates from sauce. It separates the sauce from the water itself.
Yeah. I like the food hack of buying a decent sauce and then just browning some ground beef and throwing it in there.
Brown some ground beef, throwing it in there, re-season it with your own stuff.
100%, yep. Dust that bitch with some Parmesan and let it roll. That's what I like to do because I don't have time to brew down some good homemade sauce.
Right. See, if I buy sauce from a store, I usually actually add flour to thicken it up.
Yeah.
It's never thick enough for me.
You like that paste. You get that tomato paste.
Mm-hmm.
Gerald, do you make your own sauce?
Sometimes.
That's so much work.
It is a lot of work, but...
You know when you're scrolling through all this and then you had your meltdown about pizza, it just made me think more about the pizza oven.
You didn't pick that up yet?
No, I'm not going to... I mean, until I sell something, I'm only going to buy it with the fun, you know?
Got it. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I'm only going to buy it with that.
With the fun.
The fun, yeah. That's my dumb shit money. I'm responsible moron, you know?
Right.
There's a difference. But I could invite Gerald over because he only likes pizza.
Right. But you won't.
Oh, yeah, nothing against him. I don't invite anybody over. We could do maybe like a to-go order. You could maybe pick it up.
You gonna go buy a box for him, too? A special pizza box?
No, it's homemade. It comes on a plate.
No.
Yeah. You just toss the plate when you're done.
Nice.
I like the pizza places that serve it on the dish they baked it in.
Uh-huh.
Like on the little metal pan with the balls on it, like half balls.
Yeah, like you really like that? Or
yeah, I like when they serve it on that.
Mm.
It just feels like the freshest I can get pizza. Like they didn't even put it on a plate.
Yeah.
They just brought that bitch out.
Like my mother-in-law won't eat to-go pizza because she swears it tastes like the cardboard box.
I don't have that problem, but
it's not an issue I've ever had either.
It's me either, but maybe I'm not. Maybe my palate is not, sophisticated
trust
enough.
me, your palate is much more refined.
Okay.
You could fry up cat shit and she'd eat it.
Ugh.
They seasoned it right.
But cardboard pizza is not as a no-go. I know that's not an issue for me because I like pizza that just laid out all night in the cardboard.
Right, yeah, I just stick it in
the refrigerator.
I stick it in the oven.
Wherever, but it just laid out. I like cold pizza.
I like it room temp.
Let's be real. I don't dislike pizza anyway.
Well, yeah.
I like cold. I like it room temp. I like it fresh out the piping hot.
I'll eat it
oven.
Cold.
I like when
I
the cheese.
prefer it hot. After that, room temp. After that, cold.
I like when the cheese drips down and melts my skin off my chin. I like all pizza.
But let's face it, they're both. All three of those are right there with. Okay, I'll eat this. So.
Oh yeah. Now, Gerald, how do you feel about pizza?
Hot.
Okay. You won't eat it cold at all?
No.
You were such a creature. Gerald also gets the same thing everywhere we go to. I've never seen you explore a menu.
No. I don't think I have either. I think the only place I've ever eaten with you is Taco Bell.
Well,
Wendy's.
He gets the same thing he got with you then, now. As somebody who's been to Taco Bell with him a lot. You're like 3 hard shell tacos.
Yep.
And nacho cheese sauce.
Yes.
How close am I, Gerald?
No.
That's what you get.
No. I get the 3 soft tacos.
3 soft tacos and nacho cheese sauce. And
with the cheese quesadilla.
Yeah, cheese. Yeah.
Because I did my cheese quesadilla and the nacho cheese sauce.
Gosh. I shouldn't be able to order for you, though. I don't even know what I'm going to get. I like the new thing. I'm a sucker for the new thing.
Me too. Anytime it's going to Taco Bell, got to see what the new box is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll probably have that.
They got that quesarito back.
Yeah. Well, now you know what I don't like? It seems like every other month they're just cycling through the same 2 boxes.
Well, I don't know if you know or not. They only have 6 ingredients in the build.
Yeah, I know.
They got to get creative.
I like how they're mixed together differently on something.
You see how they're doing the? You can get all like the black bean stuff now.
Yes,
that's kind of neat.
I did.
It's not for me, but it's kind of neat. Since I have been eating better, I eat way less Taco Bell.
Yeah, I haven't had any Taco Bell in more than a month, probably.
I got some the other day. It's probably the first time I've had some in 3 or 4 months, and I was like, this is shitty, and I missed it. Like, shitty in a good way.
What I'm surprised is that I haven't had lunch with Ryan once in like the last 2.5, 3 years, and he still remember what I got.
Yeah, I know.
Usually eat.
I know. Dude, I care. That's what, I mean, you know. Also, you get the same thing every time we go. It's not as impressive when you've ordered it 30 times in front of me. I should remember it. I should have been spot on. Because I do have a bad memory.
And you still got it a little wrong.
Yeah, I was close. For some reason, I thought you got crunchy.
Nope, he gets soft. Hey, Gerald. What'd you play this week? Did you play anything?
Yeah, actually I did.
Hold on. Grand Theft Auto, Star Trek Online, and 3v3 hoops.
Yep. And I played Subnautica, and...
I don't even care what else you play. Let's talk about Subnautica. What did you think? You played that other stuff for 3 years. What about Subnautica? I want to talk about this. I love that game.
It reminded me so much of No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
With the noises in the background and the computer talking as you're doing things.
The noises are super uncomfortable for me, and they never amount to anything.
Yeah.
You just be playing, there's just a noise. You're like, what is that? Is that something I should be alarmed by? Then I don't think it ever is.
That's the one where you're the diver who's exploring the sea, right?
Yeah, it's a little deeper than that, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's
there's actually a story to it.
Yeah.
You have to cure your disease.
It's a whole thing, and I was a big fan of that game, and it gets weird. But just being in the water and building your own base and everything, I super enjoyed that game. I never finished it.
Did you build your base on land, or did you do it in the water?
All up in the water.
All up in the water.
Yeah. I didn't even know you could build it on land.
Can you do both?
I didn't even know you could build it on land.
Yeah, you can build it on land.
I played that game when it first came to PS4. I don't know that you could back then. I could be wrong.
Mine's on land. Mine's right on the shoreline.
You probably could. Mine's underwater, and it's super awesome. Because I like looking out of the dome and seeing stuff swim by. That game's great. That's part of the Play at Home initiative that Sony rolled out. So if you're curious about it, you can go get Subnautica for free.
I'm playing that and Zombie Army.
How's that?
That's one of the free games that came on this month when Days Gone.
I know. How is it?
It's
not good.
It's not bad. It reminds me of iZombie.
Okay.
Game.
Zombie.
Yeah. It reminds me of that. It's basically a shooter. It's not hard. Each level is like an hour long, it seems like. And you could play it with up to 4 people. But you have to like friend you just not waiting in a lobby for people to join. You have to have your co-op.
Oh, there's no lobbies?
No.
Oh, that's shitty.
It kind of is, yeah. That's what. That's
so
what
if you want to play with people,
expect.
you have to reach out and say.
So you got to reach out to only your friends, essentially.
There's no matchmaking.
You want to play Zombie Armor, and of course, how many people do you know have on your friends list that want to play Zombie Army?
Yeah, none.
None.
It's not bad.
Everyone could though. It's free.
Could, not gonna probably.
Yeah.
Right. I'm probably not gonna.
I played Maquette, that PS Plus game where it's like a perspective where you're dealing with like a miniature version of the world that you're in while you're in the real world.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's a puzzle game. A lot of people say it reminds them of The Witness. I didn't play The Witness. But The Witness was like, I think, go like solve a puzzle, solve a puzzle. This is like everything's perspective, and the levels are short. It's telling a story that is not fun. So I don't think
What does that mean?
I mean, you're not going to come out of that story and be like, that was a good time. Like, I enjoyed that story.
Oh, like it's a downer story or something?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I don't think it's going to get better. Like, I think it's only going to get worse.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry.
There it is. You went by it. Right there. Yeah. I thought it was going to be like a fun, happy, like, oh, there's miniatures, but it's not at all. It starts out exactly like you think it will, where it's like light and bubbly, and then like, I think I'm on like chapter 6 or something now, and I'm like, well, geez. I'm glad I did this with my time. The game
it may contain inappropriate stuff for children.
What's that?
It does say it may contain content inappropriate for children.
100%. The themes. It's got a cool look to it. The neat thing is when you manipulate the miniature world or the real world, it manipulates the other.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, a key could open a door, but in the miniature world, a key could also be a bridge. And when you drop it in the miniature world, it becomes a bridge in the life-size world.
Gotcha.
So there's a lot of perspective stuff, and you could size stuff up and down by moving it in between the worlds. I keep dropping it on the miniature side and then picking it up on the big side. It becomes bigger and bigger every time I do it.
Right. Okay.
See, there's the exact scaled version of what you're playing in.
Okay.
So anything you manipulate, that block, if you grab that block and take it out, it's a tiny block. But in the real world, it was that giant block they walked by.
Right.
Yeah, so it's pretty neat the way that it shifts around. It's really short, though. I think I don't know how many chapters there are. Based on the story, I'm probably done pretty soon because there's no hope left there. See how big that block is? So it's really neat. It's doing some cool things. But just want to shout that game out.
Story gets dark, huh?
The story is just being told to you. It's a walking simulator with puzzles. And so as you walk around to do the puzzles, the story kind of pops up and it's narrative, so it's pops up like you read it, but it's spoken. But it's going places. It's pretty neat. I've not had an issue where I was hung up and couldn't figure it out yet. I do think I've done some things probably not as designed. I've been pretty inelegant with some of my solutions, but they have worked.
Well, that's all. It's good that it offers that. That's kind of what you want.
Yeah, and maybe it doesn't offer that, but based on some of the way I did things, I can't imagine that's how I was meant to do them. Brute forced a couple things.
That's okay.
But yeah, it's pretty neat. That's the only thing new. I played Rocket League Launch Season 3 for their Rocket Pass. I haven't really messed with it too much just because of work, so. There's the key becoming a bridge that I talked about. You shouldn't watch this, Gerald. It ruins things for you. So there's the life.
I probably won't play this. So, right.
What if you played this while you ate a big old stromboli?
That definitely won't happen.
Nothing will happen?
No, that definitely won't happen.
Oh, I thought you said nothing will happen. I was like, well, wait. I don't think he thought there was some magical combination there.
Gerald sits down with a nice puzzle game and some stromboli.
A stromboli, and all of a sudden opens portals to other worlds.
It might. You're so against it. Yeah. Natalie Portman on one side, John Cena on the other.
Oh, no.
Who's the new person that we learned you hate? Sandra Bullock.
Yeah. And you got a lot of people you hate, Gerald.
He hates more than he likes.
Yeah.
Which makes me feel...
I like a lot of people.
Makes me feel special.
But you've missed like some really good movies based on the people you hate.
Nah, miss crappy movies.
He also won't eat a restaurant that serves any sort of P-zone or calzone.
Right.
Because he hates them.
That's right.
What do you eat for breakfast, Gerald? What's your breakfast food?
Waffles, pancakes, cereal, egg, sausage, biscuits.
All breakfast foods, okay. I didn't know if you were like picky with breakfast.
Oatmeal, grits.
Ooh, I don't like grits. I was with you all the way till grits. What makes me a psychopath is I like cream of wheat, but not grits.
Yes, I don't do cream of wheat.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know the mouthfeel.
When we go out to a restaurant, I usually get the same thing.
Oh, hello, Gerald.
This is one of the times. Breakfast is one of the times I get the same thing wherever I go. And that's 2 eggs over hard, hash browns, bacon, and toast.
Over hard, interesting choice.
And then I dump on the Tabasco and the ketchup.
Yeah, for anyone listening, if someone wants hot sauce with breakfast, they only want Tabasco. Don't be an asshole.
Yes. Yeah.
Bring them something else. You slap down some Frank's Red Hot when I'm eating breakfast. I'll punch you in the throat. Now, if you had to choose between pancakes and waffles, where do you land?
Me?
Yeah.
Waffles.
Gerald?
Pancakes.
Yeah, I'm a pancake guy myself. Now, there's no wrong answer to that
Waffles,
question.
because you know what's great about waffles?
Syrup
Because
traps.
on a pancake, here, I'll tell you what. On a pancake, when you put all the butter on, it just kind of melts and slides off. But when you put it on a waffle, it melts and just sits in the little squares. And then you just dump some maple syrup on top of that.
So,
Man.
the center of the pancake, because I like a short stack, like maybe 3, and I put butter in between my layers and on top. And then I put my syrup all, in each layer as well.
That's what I do with my French toast.
The center of that
French
pancake,
toast automatically, because the crust kind of has a cup to it.
yeah, the center of the pancake, though, there is nothing like the center of a pancake that is just saturated in butter. Because the thing about a waffle is, you're right, it contains it in that cup, but it doesn't absorb it. That pancake,
and that's why I don't like pancakes. I don't like it all getting absorbed.
it takes it. It takes. I don't like mush, but that center of the pancake has got just enough substance to it.
I don't. I honestly don't like pancakes. I'm not a pancake. I'll eat them. I am not a pancake fan.
I mean, it's acceptable. I love a pancake. I don't like French toast. That's how I
I
can.
love French toast.
That's why I can
Odd
be.
choice.
Yeah.
I love French toast too.
So I'll eat French toast, but if I always have the option to not eat French toast and eat pancake or waffle, I would go with that always.
It's like me. I'll eat pancakes, but it's my last choice. French toast is always my first.
Yeah, there's something.
Then waffles, then a pancake.
Like I said, I can eat French toast. It's not.
And I'm the same way with a pancake. I can eat it, but it's never my first choice.
French toast for me is just a vessel to get the syrup to my face. I'm not in it for the French toast. I'm in it because it's not acceptable to dip your fingers in syrup.
It is not. You're right. I'll tell you what are bad, though, whether you like French toast or not, are Burger King's French toast sticks.
See,
And I don't mean bad like the Power Glove. I mean bad like not good.
I can get behind those because they're not even French toast.
Fair enough. I don't like them.
It's like a churro you dip in syrup.
I don't like those.
Yeah, I've had those. They're not French toasts. Don't even know what they are. They're just like a thing they squirt out. They're like French toast crunch. They're like French toast flavored. They're not an actual French toast.
Right.
Yeah. I'm also a big fan of French toast crunch. Burger King will hook you up with the hot syrup sometimes, though. That little packet will be warm.
Yeah, they do sometimes. That's
I ain't mad at that. Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
That is a big deal. But look at it. It looks like a fucking fish stick.
It does. It doesn't look like French toast. I don't like the way it looks. They found a really grotesque picture of it too. They have like flaccid French toast sticks. It's not a very appealing look. Those look like hash brown sticks, but they are French toast.
Yeah.
Now, do you like the hash brown, the cake, or do you like the medallions?
I honestly like homemade hash browns.
Yeah, but I'm talking about in this instance, we're talking about fast food hash browns.
I don't mind either way. My actual preference is the way Dunkin' does them.
I've never had Dunkin's.
The little coin, that almost like quarter size. Right, like picture number 2 there that he's showing. See how they're just like little circles?
Yeah, like BK.
Is that how BK does hash browns?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah,
I've
BK's
never
got
had hash
small
browns
ones.
at BK. And then, yeah, I prefer that over
The
the
cake.
McDonald's giant diamond.
I don't know if I like the McDonald's one because I've never had one that wasn't encased totally in salt. So I'm not even sure if they're good because I only
They
can
are
taste
very
salt.
salty, and they're never like cooked enough on the outside for my taste. I mean,
Gerald,
they're cooked through, but they're not like nice and crispy on the outside.
do you eat hash browns?
Yes, I do.
Now, what do you prefer?
Not this shit.
Not real hash
Anything
browns.
but that.
Okay. Those are the Store-bought shredded ones are what those were.
Yeah, I don't like that. I mean, I'll eat the ones that look like a fillet of fish.
That's my favorite way to eat them.
I like them, those ones also.
Not the store-bought ones, but homemade.
Yeah, I like them homemade. I like to let it get a little crunch on that outside.
Yeah, see, I like mine. I always order mine extra crispy.
Yeah,
my
I like
bacon
a little
and my
crunch
hash
on the
browns.
outside, and that inside's like warm and still a little soft.
Mm-hmm.
Whoo! Melt that cheese on top. Or if you want to get real wacky, put that sausage gravy right on top of it.
I don't put any of that on it. I just go with Tabasco ketchup.
I don't like ketchup with my breakfast at all. I don't like ketchup.
Concord grape jelly for my toast.
Yeah, we're on the same page there. I made a discovery that I think really grows me as a human because I've always said I don't like ketchup.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just recently discovered I don't like cold ketchup. I don't think I dislike ketchup. I don't think I like it cold, and it's cold at my house.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Where did you make this discovery at?
Because I went to a diner, and I got a burger and fries, and I always have said that I like diner ketchup, but it's always on the table.
Mm-hmm. But it's room temp.
It's room temp.
Mm-hmm.
And the fries are blazing hot at a diner because they're not made an hour ago. I like hot fries and just regular-ass room temperature ketchup.
Yes.
And also, for what it's worth, I like it out of one of those squirt bottles instead of the Hunt's bottle or whatever.
Never do Hunt's. Heinz is the only way to go when it comes to ketchup.
But I like it out of the bottle, you know?
Yep.
I
do know. I do too.
Yeah. It's been sitting there.
I'm glad you made this discovery because that's the only way I ever eat ketchup. So.
Yeah. So you guys don't put it in the fridge at home?
We do, but we always take it out before.
I've taken it out like a day before to let that bitch get down
temperature.
room temperature.
You have to prepare your ketchup,
We're going to have ketchup tomorrow. Go ahead and pull that out.
Even though it's already prepared.
But why put it in the fridge at all?
To preserve it longer once it's open.
You don't have to refrigerate, though.
Once it's open, you do, I believe.
I don't think so.
Might want to check. I think you do.
What does it say?
For best results, refrigerate after opening.
For best results. I don't need the best results. I need the one that I don't dislike.
Yeah, right. You need is food poisoning. Right. Get it. I got it.
The diners aren't food poisoning anybody.
Yeah, they don't just leave that on a table for days, friend.
100%. 100%. Those bottles have never been cleaned, and it stays on the table always.
No.
And they refill the same bottle over and over and over.
Never been
again.
cleaned. They're sticky.
I understand that, but ketchup doesn't last long enough in there to last for like a week.
Disagree. That bottom ketchup never gets used. They keep topping it off. It's never been used.
Okay, well then it's not hurting you.
But yeah, eventually it will if you get to the bottom.
Not having this conversation. You're both are wrong.
You're pro cold ketchup. I'm not. I mean, we're just coming down.
I didn't say I like cold ketchup. That's not what I said at all. Now you're putting words about it. Now you're lying.
Gerald, do you boil yours before you use it?
No, I don't.
You only like your ketchup super hot. 180, 190.
No, I don't like it hot. I like it warm.
Room temperature.
Do you put yours
See,
in the refrigerator?
we get ketchup packs from like all the restaurants and we just use that. Yeah.
I can't. This show has to end.
We have like a container just full of ketchup packs.
Yeah, we've got to stop. I thought it could get worse.
What are you, 90 years old, Myrtle?
Than when Dan told me that they sanitize and clean out their ketchup bottles every night at a diner. But now Gerald's taking the packets home and putting them in the cabinet.
So let me guess. Hold on. You got mayonnaise. You got jellies. You got the Taco Bell sauce.
Yeah, he's not just taking ketchup.
You got them all, don't you?
Yeah, we do.
Oh my God.
Hey, on a lighter note, before we go, Chick-fil-A, you could just buy Chick-fil-A sauce in the store.
Mm-hmm.
I'm into that.
Yeah.
That's good on everything.
Chick-fil-A sauces, yeah.
Yeah, it's good on anything.
Does it come in packets?
That's what made me think of it because I used to hoard the packets like Gerald hoards everything apparently. But you don't have to anymore. You can just buy that bottle.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you have like a bucket that you keep all the sauces in?
I sure do.
I used to do that. But all I did was every 6 months I just threw it all away because I never used it.
I never did that. I've never done that.
Yeah, well,
I can't fucking wrap my head around it.
Well, Dan, times have been
when
hard.
I feel like I'm going to throw up.
Times have been hard.
So when you go to Wendy's or something, you go somewhere, they give you more packets than you need, so we just save them because you never know when you need it.
Yeah, you squirt it in a jug. I get it.
I throw it away.
That's wasteful. That's good ketchup you're tossing. Now his strategy's not.
Okay, Papa.
Hey, listen,
Sorry.
His strategy's not bad
I
for
forgot
what.
you grew up during the Depression. My bad.
His strategy's not bad for what we were talking about because he gets room temperature ketchup without it being open, which you apparently had a problem with.
Oh,
The
man.
Pawpaw comment was unjustified. I don't think
I believe it was perfectly justified.
they didn't save theirs. They just got one packet every time they went. Is this for all 4 of the burgers? Yes, sir. We suggest you do yours first.
Even when you ask them, just give me 3 sauces, they give you like 15 of them. So you have to. So we just say,
Well, there are 2 options. You get 15 of them, or you get the person when you say, "Can you give me 3?" They give you 1. You're like, "Well, let's drive back around and burn this entire building down."
I don't ever ask for how many. Would you like sauce? Yes.
Yeah, me too. But I hate when they're like, "How many?" I don't fucking know. Whatever you think is the right amount.
I've never had them ask me how many.
All the time down here.
I've never had anyone ask me how many.
yeah.
And then some people are oddly specific. Like the lady in front of me at Chick-fil-A the other day, they asked how many, and she's like, "I want 2 ketchups."
And then they give you 6.
I don't know. Chick-fil-A gives like that whole bottle of ketchup when you get their ketchup. It's that plastic like dipping cup.
Mm-hmm.
You can like tear it off and squirt it out, or you can dip in it. It's weird.
Oh, yeah. I know
Yeah,
what you're
it's like a hybrid thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's
Yeah,
shaped like
that
a
thing right there.
fucking bottle. You got to get into those, Gerald. You don't even have to buy
There you
anything.
go.
You can just get them.
Oh no, we have those.
Okay. You don't own ketchup besides that?
No, we do.
Okay. Do you keep that in the refrigerator?
Yeah, it's my sugar-free ketchup.
How's that?
It's really good. I turned my wife onto this. So she only uses that ketchup out of the bottle now.
Sugar-free syrup isn't bad. I don't know if you've ever had that, but that's not bad either.
Oh yeah, I have that too.
The consistency's not quite. Dan wouldn't like it because he likes the stuff super thick. He made that clear earlier, but it's a little bit runny, but it's not bad. And that barbecue sauce right there is pretty good too.
See, I get this guy G Hughes.
Yeah,
all
I get
his
his barbecue
sugar-free
sauce
stuff.
is good.
His barbecue sauce is good. Again, it's a little thin for me, but
Dan likes
You're
a
right.
paste. He made that. It's the only paste.
you're right. It
pasty
is a little
Dan.
thin
Yeah,
for
he
me.
likes it thick.
But it is good.
Thick. Like that thick sauce.
He wants to feel it going down his throat.
Oh, it doesn't go down your throat. It just stays in your mouth. I feel you on the shitty ketchup or the shitty marinara though, or pasta sauce that just it actually is separate in the jar. It won't combine.
No, and then you pour it out, and it like
You have to drain it. You have to drain
you've
the
got,
pasta
You
again.
got this clump of like red sauce.
You have to drain the
substance
pasta
on
again.
top, and then all around the side of the plate is the fucking water aspect of it.
Yeah.
And it's this juicy, like dirty swamp water looking shit.
Yeah, it's like tomato water.
Right.
It's super gross.
It's water with a hint of red to it.
Yeah.
Right there. There it is.
I'm telling you, if you put that down in front of me, and I'm not a picky human, I'm not eating that.
Fucking gross.
That pisses me off to see it.
That's fucking sick. I'm gonna go throw up.
You eat that, Gerald?
Everything makes me want to throw up today.
No, I don't like that.
Yeah, you're real dramatic today. You're like, fuck that food, I'm going to puke. You've eaten ketchup out of a packet? Why are you acting like this?
I'm tired, okay? Give me a break.
All right, that's going to do it for you. I got to go to work,
Oh.
everybody listening. I got to go to
You
work.
do have to go to work. You do have to go to work. We should wrap it up. I played Outriders. It's still good. I'm level 14. I didn't play as much as I wanted.
Were you playing it on PS4?
Yeah, because that's where I played the demo.
Oh, yeah, and your progress carried over.
Yes, and if they, like I said, if they would have had the demo on Stadia, I would have bought it there.
Does it have
but-
crossplay?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
They're still working out some issues with it, so inventory doesn't disappear.
If you want to support us, head over to patreon.com/GameStitch, just like Zach, Mike, and Thomas do. Friend of the show, Thomas actually texted me this week about, he sent me a TikTok with the Game Boy radio. Not
That's
the Game
pretty
Boy,
fucking
the Game Gear radio.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
It is. He said,
Love
"Do you
the
have one of
Game
these?" I
Gear.
said, "No." He said, "I didn't know it was a thing." And I said, "It shouldn't be, but it looks good on a shelf." Which is
Right.
how I feel about most of those things.
There it is.
Yeah, see it?
Yeah.
Look at that. And pull that antenna out.
Can you watch TV? Does it have a TV tuner as well?
I think so.
Nice.
Maybe what that is. Maybe that's for like over-the-air TV. Maybe is it a TV tuner or is it a radio tuner?
No. We'll research it and get back.
Gerald's clicked on
next week.
not that, so these are like Game Gear clones. The Sega Nomad's the handheld you want anyways. But that's going to do it for us. 4-3-0. Gerald, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Me too.
Thank you.
And your wife. I'm glad your wife's feeling better too, not just you.
Even though you're cranky, Dan, I'm glad everybody's healthy.
Not cranky, damn it.
Here's the good news. Gerald should be all the way better by next week, and Dan will still be cranky.
That's good. That's probably the safe bet. Yeah.
It's a TV tuner. Oh, look at that box. That box is very of the
wow. That's straight out of 1992, right there.
Every letter is a different color.
Yeah.
TV auto tuner. Hail to the yes. It won't work anymore, but it's cool.
It's only $100 for that useless thing, too.
Yeah. All right, we're going to go. We'll be back next week. Same time, same place. Good night.
Good night.